Time check right now is 7:20, and we officially welcome in Nick Childress. Good morning, Nick. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, all right.
It's a little early for me, but...
Well, hey, when you're on the radio, you got to get up and get going, right?
Yeah, I'm not a caffeine person, so that's a little difficult.
Okay,
yeah.
well, all right. Occasionally sort of nudge him, Bob, if he start tilting,
well,
okay?
My eyes droop.
Well, I mean, how did people get by before coffee? You know, I mean, you figure everybody slept all day or something.
I don't know. I think they had other stuff they were chewing on.
Well, they went to sleep at dusk.
Well, yeah.
Unless you wanted to read by the firelights. We got to get on Nick's show.
It's his show.
Let's do that. All right. We can talk about that other later. But Nick Childress joins us every Wednesday morning, awake or not, at around this time, 7:15, 7:20, for Get Fit with Nick, private gym training with Nick Childress. You said today that you wanted to talk a little bit maybe about the vision as a part of what the private gym training involves. Tell us about that.
Yes, I think that vision is one of the most important things people can have for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Vision is not just dreaming, having a dream that you want to be a rock star. Vision is seeing a possibility that other people don't see, and also seeing a path to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And, so if you want to be a musician, that means learning an instrument, practicing every day, taking gigs, doing home recordings, till you finally, land that first small deal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same way with exercise. You don't have to jump in all at once and think that you're going to be, an athlete going from 400 pounds to an athlete in a year or something like that.
Right.
So what I think vision more than anything, is what people need today. They're so busy with their day-to-day routines, work life, just getting through the day, the daily grind,
right,
that they don't have time to stop and kind of reassess what they're actually capable of. And in my experience, that's where most people sell themselves short, is they don't see what they're really capable of.
Uh-huh.
They're just not aware of it.
Yeah. How do you work with that then at private gym training?
Well, the first thing is, when somebody comes to me, they already have an inkling that they need change,
mm-hmm,
and that it might be a possibility.
Okay.
So we're already the first step there. The hardest thing is to get people to make that first mental change that it is a possibility. Once they get there, then it just blossoms. When you talk to somebody who knows how to get you to your goal, you start understanding why it's been so difficult, and you see the path to get there. So you have the possibility, and I'll bring the path. I'll get you there.
Okay.
And it is a team effort.
This time of year, of course, we think about as New Year's rolls around, resolutions and so forth. And I hear you saying, I think I do, that this would be a perfect time to fold that sort of mentality in and move forward with it.
Yeah, this is a great time. People do reassess around the New Year's. But this is a skill that you can use throughout your life, in
mm-hmm,
every area of your life. And when you have it, it's fun. It's fun to start seeing possibilities and work on them bit by bit, and you grow as a person. You make small improvements in your life. So it's not just a one-time thing, but if that's what you need to start seeing change, then take it, jump on it.
I think I hear you, too, saying that, you encourage people in their visions and so forth as well, because that's really what you're saying right now is don't let the vision live in dreamland. It could be possible. Yeah,
that's the thing. A lot of people dream about it. When I was 20 years old, I don't even think I dreamed about it until it really started to happen. And then I saw it as a possibility. And then you just jump on that train and you just ride it across the country because it really does open up your mind in every way.
What are some of the benefits of having a vision and beginning to follow it, especially as it relates to personal gym training?
Yeah, the first thing is it's going to give you motivation.
Yeah.
If you feel like you don't have energy or you don't have the time or whatever the reason is to dedicate yourself to some sort of healthy lifestyle, it doesn't have to be all out, just bit by bit incremental change is the longest lasting change. It's going to give you motivation to do that. Then, on top of that, it's going to give you more energy because when you're working towards a goal, people work themselves to death on hobbies, just because that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
And it's the same way. Health and fitness become a hobby, and you get energy to do it. And when you exercise, a lot of people think, I don't have the energy to exercise. The reason you don't have energy is because you're not exercising.
Yeah, there you go. It's kind of circular there.
Every single one of my clients says their energy level goes up, their stress level goes down, without a doubt.
Yeah. And I would think, too, that part of that as one becomes involved in making the vision a reality is, I think you alluded to it, you said it's kind of fun. You talk about people, you know, with their hobbies and this sort of thing, too. Same thing with fitness?
Yeah. Fitness, for some people, they come in with the idea it's going to be difficult, and it can be if you make it, but it shouldn't be.
Okay.
One of the issues that fitness has is a lot of the trainers are 21-year-old college athletes, and they do not understand necessarily how to regress exercises and a program and intensity for somebody who may have never worked out in their life, somebody who's 100 pounds overweight. And you don't need to go out of the gym, not able to walk and sore for the next 3 days to make progress.
Right.
That's more than what somebody needs.
So no pain, no gain is not really necessarily a working sort of credo then?
No, not unless you're up in the competitive athletic area. And, a little bit of pain here and there is going to give you some good gain.
Okay.
But there's no getting around that you will see better benefits if you put a little bit much on. But there's a point at which when you are making muscular gains, you have to damage the muscle. And the muscle can only repair so much. So you can keep damaging it by doing more and more repetitions and sets, but it's just not going to be able to repair any more effectively than sometimes 1 to 3 sets. Depending on the workout program, it may be more what your goal is, but you really don't have to kill yourself to make gains, especially if you're a beginner.
I've heard that a lot of people make the mistake, they go into it, men especially go into it and just really go at it, and then they get so sore and they just can't go on anymore, and you can't do that.
Yeah, with my clients generally, I have to hold them back a little bit because they want to jump in and do heavy weight right off the bat, and that can lead to injury. So if you're thinking about working out on your own at a gym, you're not ready for a personal trainer yet, just be aware if you jump in and lift heavy and you're not using right form, you haven't built up stabilizer muscles, then you are probably likely going to get injured.
Get Fit with Nick, that's what we call the program, and it's with Private Gym Training. Nick Childress joining us here every Wednesday morning, and you say it begins with the vision, so let's make that the New Year's resolution right there and get in touch with Nick. Now, lots of ways to do that. How do we do that, Nick?
Well, my website, privategymtraining.com. You can text me or phone me at 430-8089. And now that you've got the idea of what vision can do for you, next week I'd like to tell people how they can begin building vision for themselves, because it's not something people are used to.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks, Nick.